Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven, with my supporting cast members of Eleanor and Buddy. Buddy is camping out up on top. Eleanor was melted across the bottom of the cat tree here in front of the window. She just turned her head like 180 degrees to look at me and say, "Hi, Dad." I love my cats. But something I also love is to make money when reselling. Now, if you've been with me for a long time, you know I love to thrift. I love to find unusual, interesting objects, some of which to keep. Others, I think, I'll just resell that. In the past, I've made a fair amount of money reselling stuff because I've got a really good eye for like interesting things that might make some money. But over the past year or more, I've struggled with actually listing anything. I just don't have the energy. I don't know why. I love to thrift. I love to find stuff. But actually getting it home, I put it down somewhere, and I was mean to list it. And it's turned into what's called a death pile, apparently, on Facebook. So I figured I'm going to explore listing something on eBay. One of you guys recently asked me, how do I figure out how much I want to charge for an item on eBay? I figured this is a great opportunity to answer that question and how I do it, but also show you something kind of exciting. I'm gonna wait to finish this video so I can show you what ends up happening with something I'm listing on eBay for an auction. Now, if you're a thrifter, you look for glassybaby. Do you know what glassybaby? If you don't know what glassybaby is, you got to figure it out. You gotta get to know glassybaby. I have found two glassybabies. They're votive candle holders, originally made, I think, in Seattle. They're all handmade, although they don't look really handmade, but they're all handmade apparently. So they're very, very popular. They're very collectible. There's a craze out for these things. I've been talking with someone just for a moment. She was giving me some suggestions from this Facebook group I joined about glassybaby collectors, and she was telling me some things. She has 1,400 glassybaby votive candle holders, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't start a collection like that. But I think I just told you I found two glassybaby candle holders in the past, and they've both sold like this, super easy. I think I got like $80 or $85 for each of them, which I was very excited to get. They weren't the most exciting candle holders, but I was very pleased to make the money. So I found two of those candle holders. That's over the past maybe 3 years. Well, a few months ago, I was at Savers, and I found these two little boxes, and something went, look at those. Look a little bit more closely, Steven. So if you're a thrifter and you know what I'm talking about with glassybaby, I found 1, 2, get ready, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does it end? Yes, that was it. So I found 6 glassybaby. 4 of them were in a box. And I paid $8 for those 4. And the other 2, the Elf and the Rudolph, they're all named, were in a box for $4. So I found 6 of these for $12. Okay, so very exciting, super excited. So this is going to go into, I just spit everywhere. This is going to go into how do I figure out how much I want to charge on eBay. So what I did just now is I went on the glassybaby website because they still produce these things. They're in limited colors every year. So I went on to glassybaby and found, for example, Rudolph. Now Rudolph, none of the ones I have in the colors that I have are currently in stock. So I saw Rudolph is listed on the glassybaby website as out of stock, but listed as $60. So if they were available, they would charge $60. Now this is one of the older stickers, I believe. I'm not quite sure when Rudolph was produced, but so I went on to eBay, and I saw that Rudolph is listed. Let me look. Hold on. I have my cheat sheet down here. Rudolph is listed as having been sold between $65 and $80. So I go onto eBay, scroll all the way to the left, do a little search, like type in Glassy Baby Rudolph. Do a little search, look on the left-hand side, all the way down, you're gonna see the word sold. Click on that, and you're gonna see all of the sold items that match your search in the last, I think, 90 days. So you can see that some of these have sold between, what did I say, $65 and $79. And so when I list Rudolph, I'm probably going to list it for, say, more cat hair in the air. I'm probably going to list it for, say, $60, maybe $55 or $60, just to sell it. I mean, because I paid $2 for it. I'll take $60. Thank you. That's fine. And the same thing for Elf. For Angel, although I don't know if I would get more because this is a vintage sticker that is in mint shape. Now, I had to learn this from my new friend on the Glassy Baby website. So about the, that's a bus passing by the sun here, to learn about the sticker and what makes one more valuable than the other. So I found that information on eBay. Now, if you have the inclination, or if you really like to resell, you can go onto a website and get a subscription. It's called WorthPoint, WorthPoint, WorthPoint. And WorthPoint, I think it's like $30 a month, something like that, where they actually keep track of all of the sales on eBay for the past 10 or 15 years. So you can look back in time as to see how often Rudolph has sold and for how much. You might find that there are times when it sells at a very high price point, and then there are times that it didn't sell at quite the money that you would like. So WorthPoint can be a great tool. I've subscribed to WorthPoint, and if I get back into reselling, I'm gonna go back to going to WorthPoint, because you can look it up on your phone. There's an app. You can open up WorthPoint, look for an item, search for an item that you have in your hand, and say and see whether or not it has sold recently, and when it sold, how much did it sell for, and you can determine whether or not you want to buy the item or not. Like, this is a little vase. These are two little vases. I have yet to figure out who makes these, but these are two little sweet little vases that I love. I love them for myself, but I might want to resell them. Once I find out who made them, I can use something like WorthPoint to figure out like how much I should sell them for. So I use the platform that I'm selling on, like eBay, for example, to look in their sold or completed listings. I'm sure Poshmark and other platforms have a similar system. But so I have, I found Elf, Angel, Grass, which has been renamed. It's, I guess, the same color or a similar color, but it's renamed. But my new friend from the Facebook group pointed out that this sticker is a vintage sticker, and I might get more money if I list it that way. But the whole reason this video even exists is because of this one. Now, I found this inside with the other 6. I started to do some research looking for this color, which is called Fearless. I started looking for this on eBay, couldn't find it. I lied. I did see a Fearless, but it was a different color. It was an opaque yellow. I hate motorcycles, the sound of motorcycles. It was an opaque yellow that wasn't very attractive in my book. But this one said Fearless on it, so I couldn't find sales for this color in particular. So I went on to Facebook and joined a Glassy Baby Collectors Facebook page. I joined, they accepted my membership. I'm so glad I did, because they're such nice people on that page. And there were lots and lots of people were asking, hey, could you help me identify this color. Could you help me figure out what year this was sold? I found this one without a sticker. Can you help me identify the color? Blah, blah, blah. And so I went and I posted about this, Glassy Baby, including the fact that it glows in the dark with a black light. What? It's if you know vintage glass, it's almost the color of Vaseline glass or uranium glass. This is what it looks like in a black light. Hold on one sec. I know, right? Quite the change with a little black light. I happen to have a black light in my pocket because I was thrifting and I use it to look at glass. Well, it glows green. So I jumped onto that Facebook page, showed them a picture of this piece under black light and without the black light, and out of the woodwork, as I was warned by people on that Facebook group, that out of the woodwork, people are swarming. Blink, blink, blink. Are you interested in letting go of that? Are you going to be listing that? Are you going to be selling that? I'm interested. All sorts of people who are contacting me in interest for this Glassy Baby. I don't know how much to sell it for, though. That's the problem. I don't know what to list it for. There's no resources on any of the places I can go. I do not have a membership at WorthPoint right now. It might be worth doing just for this Glassy Baby. So I listed it on eBay today as an auction starting at $99. That was about 10 minutes ago. And there have already been some bids. Let me see what it's at right now. Ooh, daylight is wasting here. So the item has received 7 bids. There's like 43 people watching it right now. And I mean, I just listed it maybe 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, and it's already being looked at. And it is up at $183 right now. I listed it on auction for 7 days, and I started the bidding off at $99, just to be safe, just to know that I'll get at least $99 if someone bid for it. But it's at $183 right now. Isn't that exciting? I'm gonna try to find a way to to copy the link for the auction and put it in the description box of this video so you can follow along with me to see how much this Glassy Baby sells for. I mean, crazy. I have to clean it up. My fingerprints are all over it. But it's just crazy that this could bring you a lot of money. Possibly. We'll see. The most expensive Glassy Baby that is sold in the last 30 days or 90 days, I forget, $1,500. I think it was like a Seahawks themed, something like that. $1,500 someone got for a Glassy Baby. Mind you, eBay takes like 12 or 15% off for fees and stuff, but that's fine with me. That's fine. So another example of how I figure out how much I'm going to charge for an item. So I only sell on eBay because I'm lazy. I don't want to sell on multiple listing platforms, so I just stick to eBay. I've got my rating. Whatever. I know eBay. I trust eBay. So this wine decanter was my biggest eBay sale yet. I was at Goodwill on Fort Apache in Flamingo and walked in. I saw this thing at the top of the shelves from across the store. I literally raced over there, my heart beating, and I snatched it off the shelf faster than LaToya Jackson could snatch her nose. I tell you, my arm almost dislocated because I was reaching for it so quickly. I knew it immediately to be a piece of Christoffel silver plate. Very expensive silver plate. I recognized it because I think I used to sell it at Neiman Marcus years ago. Why did my head just do that when I said that? So I recognized it immediately. It was tarnished, like it was like Hershey's Cocoa Brown. It was so tarnished. So I bought it for $10. I was very happy to walk out with it. I went home, polished it up, took some pictures, listed it, and I should say, I went on eBay. It was in my cart. I went on eBay, looked at the solds. There were none. There was very little Christoffel. There was a lot of cutlery, but not a lot of things like wine decanters. So I went on to WorthPoint because I did have a membership at WorthPoint at the time, a subscription. I went on to WorthPoint. There was one listed as having been sold on an auction, like for $1,300, something crazy. And so I snatched it home, polished it up, listed it on eBay for $900 because I figured, why not? Just shoot for the stars, right? So I listed it for $900. And a day or two later, I got an offer from a buyer for $500. I spent $10, thank you, for $500. So very happily accepted that offer. I wasn't about to haggle. I wasn't going to lose this sale to say, hey, give me $550, you know. So I was very happy to accept that $500 offer. Once that money hit my account, eBay lets you know. Another reason I like eBay, so it's just very easy. The money hit my account. I boxed that thing up and shipped it out. No complaints, no problems. I don't think they gave me any feedback, but I gave them some feedback. Thank you very much for the sale. Love you. Bye. So that's just an example of how I figure out how much I'm going to charge for an item. So I found that I did not see it on eBay, so I knew it was a little bit more unusual, a little bit more rare, hard to find. So I would keep that price point up. I found it on Worth Point, for example, at 13, crazy amount. A warning, don't look at Cherish or Ruby Lane, or some of these websites that are designer websites where some architect or designer is going to look for something unusual and rare. You're going to see certain things that are very common listed at like $5,000. Do not look at Cherish because it's not a rational price point. Don't even look at it. But that was my best sale on eBay yet. But I think this might win. This might actually be the best sale I get on eBay. We'll see. We'll see. I'll try to include a link to the sale or the listing in the comment section. Blah blah blah. This video turned out way longer than I intended. I'm going to put these back. I'm going to make sure to put that one back in its box, lickety split, so that the apparently the price tag being pristine is a big deal. So keep it nice and safe. Let's see what happens. I will be on a trip when this expires, but I've already when the auction ends, but I've already listed eBay as being away from home then. So I'll have some time between finding out how much it sells for and having to ship it out. Blah, blah, blah. I keep talking. I will see you soon. Cross your fingers. I would love this. I would love this to sell for a good amount of money. It would be so exciting. All right, let's find out together. I will see you sometime soon. All right, bye. Oh, glasses. I know, I keep talking. I know you've been thinking, Steven, I don't know if I've seen those glasses before. I've had these frames for probably 10 years. I lost them. I couldn't find them. But while I was cleaning my condo, I found them. I love these, don't you? They're by, I forget who they're by. Oh, I forget. It's a French brand. Let me let you go. Who cares? Bye. Fly safe.